Should we get into our segment today?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's one of our favorites. We're bringing it back.
It's one of our favorites, but it's also one of your favorites.
Yeah,
People
we've been
love
told.
this shit.
Yeah. We are doing people meet.
Yeah.
People meet preppers, I think is the full title of it. But yeah, we are gonna do. I fucking love this. We always talk about how we're gonna we can't do it. We gotta be
Space them out.
Don't want to play don't want to overdo it. Don't want guys to get sick of it.
So basically, this segment we have celebrities, or I don't know, celebrities, right?
Yeah, people in the media. Yeah,
and we'll put them up, and basically we'll say if they were a type of meat, or if we would eat them, how we would prep them, or how we would cook them. I know it sounds like cannibalism.
And it is.
Get into it.
Just remember, we're not actually eating them. We don't plan on eating them. This has nothing to do with anything other than good old-fashioned preparing meat.
This has nothing to do with the fact that me and Chris are fat boys.
Right.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
We are fat boys.
Yeah.
And like you've heard before, like we love to snack and we love to push it together, and like when we get together and we cook, it's like something's always marinated, so we go out. So all right, this is people meet, and we have 4 for you today. We have our first one. We've got Bennifer,
combo, baby. This is our first ever people meet. No, that's not true. We did the Williams sisters.
Yeah, we
did the Williams sisters. We paired them. So this is our second duo. But these are not related. 2 very different styles of meat, you know, at least for what I got over here. But yeah.
Okay, so we have Bennifer. We have Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck.
In honor of them getting back together, which we love here at Splitting Hairs.
Because you know me and Chris are like hopeless romantics.
Romantics at heart.
Yeah. And we love love.
We're just like...
We love love.
Yeah.
I love love. I just love so much. So this is Bennifer. All right. I'm going to go first. So first I'm going to say...
I want to make clear to the listeners that we're talking current Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez, right? This is not when they were first. This is not Geely times.
Now.
This is now.
Yeah.
And that needs to be said, I think, up top.
Okay, so first things first, I want to say yes to this to this meal. Yes. Sign me up. Because this is fucking good, okay? We've got some Latin spice, Latin meat here, right?
Hell
That's been taken care of very well, okay? Even though Jennifer could be a little thin too, you know, with the Dua Lipa side.
She's got it where it's in the right.
Yeah, but she definitely knows how to proportionize her body.
And I don't mean that sexually. I mean that in a meat butcher's context.
Yeah. Now we have Ben Affleck, though, which is... white. I don't know what kind of white he is.
He's fucking old school white, because you remember that whole thing where he found out that his 23andMe, that his ancestors were plantation owners. He's like old school. He's not like my kind of white where we're like poor
Immigrants?
Irish coming through Ellis Island. He's like slave owner white.
Oh, Ben, fuck.
I mean, it's not his fault.
Yeah, but like, Jesus. Yeah. Fuck. Oh, man. Knew there was something...
Does that change your meat now?
I knew there was something weird about Argo. Knew Argo just didn't sit right with me.
Something was weird about it. Yeah.
All right. No, it doesn't... I'm still going to prepare it how I'm going to prepare it.
Cool.
All right. So, like, to me, also, like, I don't know if everybody knows this, but he's like New England trash.
Yes.
Like, he's always eating Dunkins. He's always got,
he has a back-sized dragon tattoo that he thought was cool.
But like garbage in a good way. Like,
absolutely.
Like good garbage food, right? So the way I would cook them together is like a beard battered something.
Interesting.
Because to me, he like drinks beer, right? He's like Sam Adams. He's like that New England garbage where they just like have those beer bellies. And so to me, he's like beer, and this is like a nice savory meat. So I would do them like a beer battered shrimp, because like they can be anything. They could be like, they could be a beer battered chili. Like they could have chili with beer in it. You could be a chicken, like, you know.
So just so I understand, to clarify for the menu, is she's the main meat.
Yes.
He is a meat that you're going to use to marinate this, essentially.
I guess what I'm saying is I see him more as a sauce.
Okay.
She's the meat and he's the sauce. Because,
Okay.
I mean, his meat is really like, come on.
Okay, so that actually leads us into mine, and maybe we can compare and contrast and come up with the final thing.
Okay.
Because here's how I have them, okay? I agree with you. She's more flavorful. She's got all the spice. He's getting a little chunky and fat, and he's like taller. He's like on the big side.
Yeah.
Here's my dish. Old school fucking big, fatty fucking ribs, rack of ribs, and like a chorizo spicy sauce, barbecue sauce made with her, and a side of like beans with like a chorizo beans rather than doing like the pork clip beans.
So what's interesting is she's the sauce to you.
Because
and he's the meat.
He's just like a fatty meat. But
See,
like
that is funny. You are sexist. No. Your racism is coming through.
Wait till we get to the other ones.
Both of our racism is coming through, right? Because I'm like, white is garbage. Bah, ugh, who cares? Gross meat. You're like, good fat meat. You're like, delicious.
But it doesn't. But it lacks because who eats ribs without the sauce? You need the sauce on the ribs.
Right,
I've never had ribs.
I don't think you're wrong.
Right.
I just think it's funny how you thought about
for
them.
sure. For
like
sure.
to me, she's the meat and he's the sauce, and to you, he's the meat, she's the sauce. Yeah, I don't think neither of us mean it in like a.
No,
we're just thinking about it in
because
foods.
he's got a bigger body. He's got more fat on him.
Yeah, but his meat looks dry as fuck.
Yeah, but when you slow cook it and all that shit, and then you get all the sauce and shit.
No, she's the meat. You wouldn't want to eat Jennifer Lopez.
I'm not
meat?
saying I wouldn't, but I'm saying if I have to come up with a dish with both of them.
No, I get what you're saying.
That's like the dish I kind of came up with. Because here's the thing.
So here's the thing. I don't agree with yours. You don't agree with mine's. With mine's.
We'll just have to make it and do a taste test.
We'll just have to bring them over. And we won't kill them. We'll take like a little bit off. Yeah. But this could be like one of those dishes that go together where you can just like switch. You can be like, oh, you can have either, the meat with the beer batter, or you can have
like tonight. Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like maybe together they're just like however you want it. Like
however you want to have your Bennifer prepared. It's
kind of like, you want to juice Jennifer or you want to juice Ben Affleck? Because that's what we're doing. We're just like, we're not using their meat. We're juicing them.
Right.
We're like kind of like orange squeezing one of them.
Right.
So you can they're on the menu together, the Bennifer. Get into it. It's part of Food Week in New York. And so that's, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we have Bennifer on the menu. However you want it. You know how you could get it like however you want it done? Yeah, I'm going to get it beer batter. So I'm going to use Jennifer's meat and Affleck's beer body. Or I'm going to use Ben Affleck's meat and Jennifer's like spices.
What's funny about you saying using him as his beer body is like I'm trying to think of like the recipe where there's like a meat in a batter, like a beer batter.
Well, they do chili like that.
What do you mean?
Well, not beer batter, but they'll like pour beer in chili. Like sometimes people cook beef.
Right, but beer is not a meat, so I'm trying to think of like his meat.
Well, I'm thinking about his juice.
His juices.
Because I don't want his meat.
Right.
But you're doing the same thing with Jennifer.
I know I'm splitting hairs here.
Yeah.
But all I'm getting from you is that you're saying beer batter as if like you're gonna get the beer out of him. But like you're not getting beer, you're getting like his juice flavor. So when you make a beer batter, do they put like a meat juice in it? See, because again, I know I'm splitting hairs, but like if we're doing a beer batter, I feel like the beer has to be somewhere else. Where does his meat body fit into that?
Nowhere. Nowhere. You're not talking about her meat either.
No, but I am, because if you're doing like one of those sauces where there's like chunks of stuff, it's like a not a sauce that's made to like eat later, like a.
You said a churrasco, but you said a churrasco.
Chorizo, like chunks of chorizo.
I thought you said churrasco.
No, chorizo, like a spicier meat, so that you have a spicy.
Oh yeah,
barbecue sauce.
But his meat doesn't. No, his meat goes nowhere near.
So you just want to juice him like a.
Yeah, I want like a coffee beer. Like a Dunkin' beer. Put it in there. Get it stewed. Let's do this. So we kind of agreed, but kind of didn't.
Right.
We both used them as sauces, though.
Well, we use each other as sauces.
Yeah.
I tried to divvy her up with side dishes and stuff.
Yeah. All right. Our next one is the one, the only Whoopi, baby. Whoopi Goldberg.
Hell yeah. Little sister act action.
Yeah. Oh, I love Sister Act.
Yeah, I'm curious to know how you had, this is one of my picks. I'm curious to know how you had her.
You want me to go first?
Sure, yeah, go
all
for
right.
it.
So first of all, she's definitely like a steak porterhouse. She's definitely a fucking ribeye.
Interesting.
She is absolutely the main, like she is the steak, the boom, bam, shablam.
Really?
I see her like marinated, like, you know, like with those great steaks that you have to marinate like for like 2 days, you marinate them.
Okay.
And then you either put them on a grill or you let them stew. That's her
Okay.
to me.
So a marinated meat.
A marinated steak.
Marinated steak.
She's a porterhouse, baby. She's a ribeye.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What? Just that? What, any? No personality reasons? Any?
Oh, I mean, she's big. Her personality is big.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, she's the whole shablam. Like, she's funny. She can act. You know what I mean?
Right.
Doesn't she have a EGOT?
What's that?
Doesn't she have an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony?
Probably.
I think she's an EGOT.
Right.
And like, there's not
and
a lot.
She hangs out with like Maya Angelou and shit.
Yeah. So like, the bitch is a porterhouse.
Do they? If we go to the Palm, do they marinate porterhouses, or do they dry age those? I'm just trying to clarify meat stuff.
I don't know, but I don't care.
I'm just trying to envision, like, do you want like a marinated meat or like steakhouse style big porterhouse with like side sauces and sides, or do you want like marinated like?
She could be either way.
Either way,
Yeah.
it's just like a good cut.
I would do it though marinated. You know what I mean? Because
Okay,
it just has like, she's got all the flavors. She her steak can like carry. You know how like some steaks can't carry the flavor? It's just like comes right off of them.
Okay, see, that's interesting because I thought that you would want to say that she has so much flavor that you do it more pure and cook it in its own flavors and its own juices.
But there's meat that hang on to flavor more.
Okay.
Like they're better at holding on to flavor, and
like
I think
a nice, like a marble. Okay.
Yeah, and I think that's what she is to me. Like
Nice.
she can hold on to the flavor.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see that. Mine, I went a totally different direction.
Okay.
I honestly, so I don't know if we've ever had this. I think that it would be a pork, and I would serve her. I would like do like a pig roast of her body, like a slow pig style roast, but I would serve it. I would cut her head off and do Whoopi Goldberg's head. Like, do you ever have just like pig's head, like cooked pig's head, served with like a seasonal jam and like crostinis, like buttered crostinis? I've been to places that serve pig like that, and it's fucking amazing.
I've
I
never
feel like
had it.
you basically, because like the skin is crispy and there's all like the fat, so you take like the fat and you put it on the crostini with the jam, so it's like the sweet and savory. Because I feel like she has like lots of like meat on her. She's like a very like meaty face. Like she's got lots going on. Like she has a very like expressional face and like lots of like meat going on. And I feel like it would taste so fucking good like that.
All right.
That's how I have
Well, that was weird. I'm going to throw it out there. That was weird.
What, eating Whoopi Goldberg's head?
Yeah, that got weird because the only reason, not that it's wrong, but the only reason you're like, I'm going to cut her head and then put it there. Like when you eat, like my hope is that like I don't see her, I don't see them, so that I don't have to look at them and know that I'm eating them.
You know, it's so...
But you're putting her fucking face on the table?
Well, you know, it's so funny. It's so funny how much you evolved from the first time we did this when you were like, I just thought Danny DeVito was just going to be on the table. And you've evolved to being like, ew, just her head?
Well, there's something different about like having Danny DeVito just like roasted and then we're like than having her head.
Yeah,
like
I see.
That kind of feels like kind of like warrior-ish.
Right.
Like like you know when you kill someone and like you come in, like not you, but like in movies they kill people and then they come in with the head.
Yeah, like Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah, so it kind of feels like that. Like barbaric. That's exactly the word I'm looking for. It kind of feels barbaric.
You know what's so funny? The place that I'm thinking of where I've had pig head like that was like a classy place.
Oh,
and it was like, but it is jarring, even a pig's head where you're there, where you're like, there's just now a head on the table.
I'm sure it's the most expensive thing on a menu. I'm sure it's like I'm sure that's only shit that like rich white people would do. Like put its head on the table. I'm going to eat it with jam and bread.
Yo, I don't even know if the place is still open after COVID, but it's in Philly. If we ever go to Philly, I'll take you there. It's fucking
I'm
banging.
down. I'm just saying it's a little barbaric. Our last one here, we have just an icon. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm
You're like, I don't think I'm gonna recover.
I feel like I'm really passionate about the Whoopi Goldberg thing, and I thought you were going to be like, yo, I see that. But instead you were like, that was weird. Which is great, but I was like, I thought I nailed that one.
Right,
I was like, yo, I nailed that.
You're like, Ashlyn's gonna love this meal.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's a little barbaric. I'm calling you an animal now.
Yeah.
Our last one is Katt Williams.
This dude's a fucking legend.
Yeah.
You were saying before the show, he's like in your top, he's like influence status for you with comedy.
Yeah, he definitely, like, if there's a reason I'm doing comedy, he's definitely a part of it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying he is the reason, but he's absolutely a part of the reason why I started doing stand-up. Like,
Right.
And I know there's some, like, weird shit with him, but in his prime, this dude was, like, and I was telling Chris, he was, like, George Carlin kind of status, where he was kind of, like, speaking the truth and then just spinning it on a ridiculous way, and I loved that about a comic.
Yeah.
And, so he's the man. He's the man. You know?
It's undeniable and clear cut with no question that he's a fucking legend in comedy. But you know what is not clear cut and super difficult is how he would taste and how I'd fucking prepare him. This was one of the most difficult ones because I was like, I don't know why he's so hard.
You know why he's hard? Because his physicality does not match his energy and who he is and what he's known for. And I know you don't take it like that, but there's just like, you can't just be like, yeah, Katt Williams is a celery. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta like have some respect. You gotta like show him love. He's not just like, there's more to him. I'll go first.
Yeah.
I'll go first.
Yeah.
So to me, the way I would eat Katt Williams is like chicken fingers or like chicken fries.
Hey. This is when you did that preamble of all the foods. I did not think you were about to say chicken fingers. We need to do this man respect. He's not just running around on stage. He's a layered individual. He needs to be honored with a food as such, which is why I do chicken fingers. Like, it was...
Show our chicken fingers some fucking respect.
Like chicken tenders?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Or like chicken fries. You ever had chicken fries?
Yes.
I mean, that's fucking good. That's some respect right there. Because everybody likes chicken tenders. Everybody likes chicken fries. Unless you're like a vegetarian or a vegan. Right?
Yeah.
Like if I brought some chicken fingers right now, I was like, you want chicken fingers? You wouldn't be like, oh, I don't really like chicken fingers. You'd be like, yeah, I'll have a chicken finger. Everybody will have a chicken finger.
Right.
All right. Show us some respect. Some barbecue, maybe. All right.
Oh my God. Oh man, so funny. I did not expect you to say that. So I was like going through stuff. I think what I've come down to is because he's fucking wild on stage, right?
Yeah.
It's like a kick. It's a fucking kick, right? But he also sweats a lot on stage. He's a big sweater. So it's like, I felt like I needed something that was like...
What?
Like, that was like gonna make me sweat, but like also be like undeniable, right?
Yeah.
So, but he's also like, I feel like he like you said, there's like this George Carlin thing about him where like it stretched, like everybody loved him for like to know him is to love him type of a thing,
like
right?
chicken fingers.
Right. Fair enough. Okay. So I think I'm going to go with like biscuits and gravy.
Okay.
Like a beef chipped beef chipped gravy or like a chicken gravy with like biscuits, because it's like a lot of flavor and sometimes it's spicy, but then also I sweat a lot after.
Yeah.
I sweat a lot.
Okay.
Like he does.
Okay. I respect that. I mean, that's good.
But you know, we could split the difference actually and do like, do you ever have chicken fried steak with gravy?
No.
Oh, okay. It's basically like it's kind of like a southern chicken cutlet. It's basically like a big flattened chicken finger, and then they put like that same biscuits and gravy over that.
Oh, so that's what he
is. You fucking
is.
eat it.
Yeah, that's what he is.
Yeah, perfect.
Perfect.
At least we came up with fucking that one. Yeah.
At least we agree with that one.
Yeah. Did you just go like this after we fist bumped?
Yeah, the germs.
Paranoid from the germs. We got one.
Not from COVID, just like your darkness.
Oh, just my girls, my coots.
Your darkness.
You might have the vaccine, but the darkness still is inside of you.
No, did I? Did I do that?
I don't know if you did it on purpose. I thought you went like, I thought I saw you go like this.
I was like, sometimes I do like, hell yeah. Like,
oh, yeah, you were doing like a light hell yeah. Hell yeah.
A light hell yeah.
Not germs, a light hell yeah. Hell yeah. There's like the light ones, and then there's the big ones.
Yeah, the big ones you put your hand in the air and you say hell yeah, and then the light ones you put your hand down like you almost about to put your hand away, and you go hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Just describing it for our listeners.